Hello everyone, welcome to our online lecture series. In our today's session, we will discuss about the matrix tablet. Now, dear all, we know that among all route of administration, the oral route is the most convenient because of as of administration is there, patient compliance and flexibility in the formulation. Now, compared to conventional dosage form, nowadays, we prefer the sustained release or control release formulation. Why? Because sustained release control release formulation increase the duration of actions, ultimately decrease the dosing frequency and improve the patient compliance. So one of the formulation, it can be formulated in form of sustained release or in control release, that is a matrix tablet. Now what is a matrix tablet? Matrix tablet is defined as a well mixed composite of one or more drugs with the gelling agent. Okay, it may be any polymer, hydrophilic polymers. Generally, we prefer the hydrophobic proportions, otherwise the hydrophilic polymers. Okay, according to our desire of release. The release of drug by both control and diffusions controlled mechanism. Now, what are the advantage of the matrix tablet over the conventional dosage form? So, and over the other dosage form also, other modified release dosage form. So, as of manufacturing, an effective and low cost is there. As of manufacturing means we know that okay, it is easy task to prepare the tablet compared to the other modified release dosage form. For example, pellets is there, liposomes is there, microsphere is there. Okay, so tablet is the most convenient formulation. Okay, so matrix tablet is it is nothing but the mixing of polymer with the drug. So it is a very easy task. So easy to manufacture, effective and low cost is there. Avoid the high blood concentration. Why the drug is released from the formulations in slow manner. So blood concentration is not increased to very high level. Okay. So maintain the therapeutic concentrations over the prolonged period of the time. Reduce the toxicity. Minimize the local and systemic side effect and increase the stability of the formulation. So these are the advantage of the matrix tablet over the other dosage form. And if we talk about the disadvantage, so remaining matrix must be removed after the drug has been released. Means once the all the drug from the formulation is released, whatever the polymer skeletal is there, that polymer skeletal should be excreted from the body. Okay, if it is deposited in the body for the long period of the time and continuous accumulations of the polymer in the body, it may produce the harmful effect. But nowadays many inert polymers are available that can easily excreted and it is completely inert, it is not harmful to the body, are available. The release rate, second disadvantage, that is the release rate are affected by the various factors such as the food is there and other and the rate transits through the gut. Means the gastric emptying time may affect the release of the drug molecule. The release rate continuously diminished due to the increase in the diffusional resistance. This is the most important it is the major disadvantage. It is a major disadvantage of matrix tablet. As the time passed, the diffusional path length is increased and that's why the release rate is going to decrease. So matrix tablet after some specific period of time, the release rate of drug is going to decrease, so it may be converted from controlled release to sustained release. The release rate is not remain fixed, so it is a major disadvantage of the matrix tablet. Now if we talk about the classifications of the matrix tablet, so on the basis of the retardant material, matrix tablet is divided into the 5 types: hydrophobic matrices, lipid matrices, hydrophilic matrices, biodegradable matrices, and mineral matrices. In the hydrophobic matrices, we blend the drug with the hydrophobic polymers. Most commonly used polymer, that is the polythene is there, polyvinyl chloride, ethyl cellulose, and acrylic polymers. Means some udrazit, hydrophobic udrazit is used. For example, RSPO is there, RS100 is there. If we talk about the lipid matrices, so lipidic material is used for the preparations of the matrix tablet. Okay, in that carnauba wax in combinations with the stearyl alcohol and stearic acid. Now, what is the disadvantage of this lipid matrices? It is the temperature sensitive and hardness to achieve the significant hardness. It is the major problem in preparations of lipid matrix tablet. Next type, that is the hydrophilic matrices. Okay, most commonly used hydrophilic polymer, that is the cellulose derivative. We are familiar with this cellulose derivative, that is the HPMC is there, HEC is there, HPC is there. Okay, many different hydrophilic cellulose derivatives are available nowadays, and it is the most commonly used polymer for the preparations of matrix tablet. Another is carbopol, chitosanes, and modified starch for the preparations of matrix tablet. Second type, that is a biodegradable matrix tablet. In biodegradable matrix tablet, generally we prefer the biodegradable polymers. That polymer degraded in situ. Inside the body, that polymer is completely disintegrated and completely degraded. Okay, whatever the polymeric chain is there is converted into the monomers. Generally, we prefer the protein and polysaccharide based polymers. For example, guar gum is there. For example, karaya gum is there. Xanthan gum is there. Okay, is degraded by the uh, microflora. Is degraded by the enzyme secreted in our GI tract. Next and last type, that is the mineral matrices. In that, we generally use the marine based polymers, alginic acid, for the preparations of matrix tablet. Now, the another classifications of the matrix tablet, that is on the basis of the porosity. It is mainly divided into the three types, that is the microporous system, macroporous system, and non-porous system. First one is the macroporous system. Macro means the larger in size. So pores, if the pore size of matrix tablet, okay, in that pores whatever the capillaries is generated, if that capillary size is in the range of zero point 0.1 to 1 micrometer, then it is come in category of the macroporous system. If the capillary size is in the range of 50 to 200 angstrom, then it is come in category of the microporous system. So if up to 200 angstrom size is there, so drug molecule size is less than that, so it can be easily permeate through this capillaries and drug is diffused in proper way. And third one, that is the non-porous system, means the diffuse through the network mesh. Here no pores, no capillaries is generated. Drug pass through the network mesh in the zigzag pattern. Drug is released from this network through the zigzag path. Okay, so here main three types is there on the basis of the porosity. Now if we talk about the release limiting factors, in that first one is the polymer hydration. Means what is the character of the polymers? Polymer is easily hydrated by the water, otherwise it is the hydrophobic in nature. It is not easily hydrated, means the swelling of the polymer, hydrations of polymer influence the release rate of the drug. Why? Because if the polymer is not hydrated, then the drug is released through the capillaries only. So after some specific period of the time, the diffusion pathlet that increase to very high level, ultimately release rate of drug is going to decrease. So polymer should be hydrated well for proper release of the drug. Second factor, that is the drug solubility. As the water that enter inside that matrix, water will dissolve the drug and later on that solutions is permeate through that capillary. So drugs should easily dissolve in small quantity of water, then only it can easily permeate through the capillary. If the drug solubility problem is there, so drug is not suitable candidate to prepare the matrix tablet. Next factor, that is the polymer diffusivity. Okay, it is mainly dependent on polymer particle size, polymer viscosity, and polymer concentration. And last an important factor, that is the thickness of polymer diffusional path. At initial level, when the drug that is present on the surface is released, okay, this factor is not influenced very well. Okay, but after some specific period of the time, when the drug is not available on the surface, the drug has to cross the path, means drug is present in the interior part, in the core part, and drug has to cross the diffusional path, and later on drug is going to release. So if this diffusional path is too long, if the thickness of this polymer diffusional path is too long, ultimately the release rate of drug is less. Why? Because lag time for the drug release is going to increase. So these are the factors that influence the drug release from the matrix tablet. So here discussions about the matrix tablet is completed. Thank you. Thank you very much. You can see this all the video on our YouTube channel, that is Pharma Ignite. So please subscribe our YouTube channel Pharma Ignite. Thank you. Thank you very much.